If you want to be around me, it's real simple. Here's what I'm available for. And I hate to fucking admit it, but my ex was goddamn right about that too. I'm too fucking real for people. So be it. I'm not gonna fucking change. I like me. I just got me back not too long ago. He's not going any fucking where. I am available for emotional maturity, accountability, growth, love, like, there isn't enough sex in the world. Cooperation, mutual effort, obligation. And by obligation, I don't mean guilt trip and make motherfucker feel obligated. I mean doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. I mean not testing and fucking trying each other. I mean transcending the fucking boundary of male and female. Ain't no woman gonna tell me, ain't no man gonna... Fuck that shit. Fuck making each other miserable. Fuck killing each other's drive, ambition, and motivation. That's bullshit. Yeah, and very unfortunately for me, at least some level of covert narcissism is becoming prevalent in almost everyone in society's personality. That's not cool. Not here. No. And I am very about propriety. Okay? I don't mean, that doesn't mean anybody's the boss in a relationship. But if you're a fucking overgrown fucking child riding on goddamn disability, playing all the motherfucking times, never worked a lick in their goddamn life, had any education, and is a dumb fuck that ain't worth a shit, you need to go get a goddamn job, go to school, do something with yourself, make something of your fucking self. Or go fucking do some shit, say you fucking did it, and do the goddamn time and learn to be a fucking man that way. You pay your fucking dues to society and get the fucking line either goddamn way. You don't fucking overstep boundaries. Fuck with people's lives and kids. Try to jump ahead. A lot of you should watch Naruto, and I don't give a shit it's a cartoon. Let me tell you something. Naruto is not as gifted as some of the other shinobi, even though he has a massive amount of chakra. It takes him longer to learn some things. He has to struggle. He has to depend on others. But because of his perseverance and his persistence, the others are drawn to him and they want to support him. And like this kid Konohamaru that looks up to Naruto. Konohamaru was the honorable grandson of the third Hokage. Well, the first time he meets Naruto, it's the first time he ever gets fucking a dose of reality from any goddamn body. Because his granddad's the third Hokage. And then that busts in there and tries to attack the third and trips and bust his ass because there's a board sticking up a little bit, and he tripped. And he gets up, and he looks at Naruto and says, "You tripped me!" Everybody else in the village would be like, "I'm so sorry, honorable grandson." Naruto grabbed him by his shirt, picked him up off the floor, and said, "You tripped right there yourself. I don't get..." He's like, "You won't hit me. I'm the honorable grandson of the third Hokage." And Naruto said, "Bip! I don't give a crap if he's your grandmother." They later become have a rival kind of friendship kind of thing. And Konohamaru is going to be the Hokage too, just like Naruto. And Naruto's like, "You're going to have to get by me first, because I'm going to be the Hokage." And Konohamaru says something Naruto said. There are no shortcuts to becoming Hokage. That turns out kind of funny later, because after like the fourth great ninja war, Naruto he's learned all kinds of things finally, and he's fucking got, he can use nature energy in mastered sage mode, and he's completely become one with the nine-tailed fox spirit filled within him, and even bonded with him. And he and Sasuke have like destroyed the fucking progenitor of all fucking chakra that brought herself back to life through one of the descendants of her offspring hundreds of years later, through the manipulation of this black Zetsu that was a manifestation of her will and carried just a small portion of her energy and chakra and essence, and took the fucking poor bastard over that thought he was fucking about to free the world, because they fucking rewrote the fucking Sage of Six Paths tablet to suit them. So Naruto defeats these motherfuckers. They're like fucking, and they're pretty much gods. So he's got this, but he's still a genin. He has to finish his school after the fourth great ninja war. He tries to jump out the window. And Konohamaru, this is funny now, his kickback. Because his sensei and his old teacher have just, they get Naruto. You cannot become Hokage as a genin. You have to complete a necessary minimum of education in conjunction with Chunin and Jonin levels, because there's a necessary minimum of knowledge you're going to have, and he tries to fucking run. But Konohamaru said, "Naruto, there are no shortcuts to becoming Hokage," and stops him dead in his tracks. The same thing he said to him. A lot of you could benefit from seeing the fucking wisdom and the lesson in that. I am in no way. I don't care if my granddad had been a fucking multimillionaire and I knew it was mine, which he wasn't. My granny and papa had fucking nothing. Okay? I have rich grandparents. They worked their whole fucking lives, and they paid the bills out of one check and tried to put the whole goddamn other one up every chance they got. The only luck or anything they got or had in their life was, I believe, Granny's sister Gladys. I think Gladys was Granny's sister. I want to say that's right. Married a guy named Foy Eisenberg, and they had some stuff. And when Granny's mother passed away and Gladys married the Eisenbergs, they got a little bit of land and a little bit of money. And they put all of it into their house. They didn't waste any of it. They raised a garden their whole lives and put up food and canned. And to my knowledge, from talking to Granny and Papa, they 1940 or 41, they borrowed $2,000 to build onto the house, and that was the only time in their life they were ever in debt. Okay? They weren't rich. They were just good stewards of what they did have. And they had nothing. My granny sat and told me, I can't tell you how many times when I was little, about having to help her mother shell walnuts and this and that and the other, anything they could find to help their mother to make money. Barehanded, shelling walnuts. A girl, little girl, Granny was. So, yeah, fine, I'm the special spoiled little prince, but I'm the special spoiled little prince of fucking nothing. These rich people that fucking had everything handed to them, that fucking built every bit of fucking character that's goddamn in me. That's hilarious. And what has happened there is my mother has a vivid and delusional fucking imagination, and she too came from nothing. But rather than have my granny's perspective of it and remember shelling walnuts barehanded as a little girl to help mom because dad was gone and we had nothing, my mother only sees what she didn't have. My dad has stayed with her 41 fucking, no. They were together when Tammy was 7, so that's 8 years before I got here. So almost 49 years my father has devoted to my mother. And all Sylvia sees is what Dan won't do for her. And a lot of people could say I'm acting the same way. I may be. I'm being more than a little selfish. But I'll be 41 in September. And I promise you, the rest of my goddamn life is going to be Matt's, the way Matt wants it to go. And anybody that is with Matt will have a say in that. And nobody on Sylvia, Tammy, or Zeke's bullshit's going to be with Matt. Period. And they're not ever going to be around or involved with Matt again if they don't fucking look in the mirror and choose to be better people.